أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين وعلى آله أصحابه أجمعين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا. Good evening to you all. Today there's a new subject that I wanted to talk to you about. This is pertaining to a trip that my joggers group made to Da Nang. So we went to Da Nang on a four nights, 5 days, and one of the itinerary of that trip was a visit to Maison. See, we British educated, we say Maison. The French will say Maison. See, Maison is a religious sanctuary. A religious sanctuary. It's a world heritage, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Remember, the Lembah Bujang has not been declared as a World Heritage Site, UNESCO site, whereas Mysore has already been given the UNESCO World Heritage status. Now it's about 70 kilometers from Da Nang. It will take about 2 hours journey. So I was fortunate enough to go with my joggers group, and we have taken some photos. I've uploaded these photos. After this video, you can see some of the photos of the ruins of Mysore. Now, what happened is, I'd like to thank my friend, Mr. Ramachandra. He gave me this book, Mysore Relics. I have read this book, but it's very detailed description for the benefit of the Vietnamese, because there are about 70 temples in Mysore area, and they'll group it in different groups, and then they describe, which is too detailed for us. So I read the book, and I've taken a few important aspects, and I'll talk about it now. What happens is, let's go back to Indianization of Southeast Asia. Now, Indianization of Southeast Asia also Vietnam is also involved in this period. That's from the 4th century to the 14th century. So if you take the Lembah Bujang is also 4th century. You take Srivijaya is also the same. If you take Cambodia, so this was the period. Why this period is, as I had said in my previous videos, the Fatimid Caliphate of Egypt. Then you have the Chola dynasty in India, the Sung and Tang dynasty in China, and Srivijayan Empire of Indonesia. So it is during this period that Indianization took. Trade became so widespread and vast that all the areas where the Indian traders went, they left behind the legacy, which today we call it Indianization. Now, this Mysore has got relics of old temples built by these Indian traders. They call them tower temples. In fact, the Vietnamese call them Devalayam. And what happens is, it became ruins, it was hidden in the jungle, and then finally the French scholars will discover it. But subsequently, it is the Americans who will invade Vietnam from 1940 something until 1995, and many of the B-52 bombers will bomb and destroy them. Now I'll go to part 2.